Thank you guys, DIler99 IFY here. I'm going to show you guys here how to make this little toothpick shooter today. Just pull it back like that and boom. So this right here, the spring from it will actually make your trigger. And it can shoot these mini darts that I made, and you can find these in my other videos. Review of dangerous weapons. If you haven't looked at that, I recommend you do. I will appreciate that if you do. Okay, anyway, you're gonna need a clothespin and a rubber band. I'm just gonna use the one off of this one, and a saw. That's all you're gonna need, guys. And if you're gonna need these, if you're gonna make one of these, you need the multi-dart, and then you need some duct tape. Okay, now we begin by taking your clothespin apart. Not too hard, guys. Okay. Now you're gonna lay them down so they're on top of each other, just like that. So it makes a kind of odd shape, because right there's how it would normally look. Then all I'm doing is flipping them both around, so it just looks like that. Okay, so I used to go by which one's longer is the one that I want on the bottom. So this top one is just barely longer. You can't really see that in the picture, but I'm going to use that for my bottom. So that's going to be on the bottom. Now, since this one's going to be my top, pencil, I'm going to cut it right there. I'm going to cut it right there where I made that line. Right there in the middle of where the spring would normally sit right there. That's where I'm going to cut it. Okay, guys, and save the spring. That's going to be your trigger. That's the whole working mechanism of the gun. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. I don't have one of those real cameras. This is actually on my tablet. So I don't really know how to fast forward through it. So if you know, comment, please. I have a little Sony camera. That way I can make better pictures or videos or whatever. But once you get about halfway, guys, you can just stick your thumb right there, pull back on both sides, it'll snap it. You can touch that up for the time in this video. I'm just gonna stick it. Here, hang on. Yes. Gerber makes these awesome multi-tools. They're these, if you press these two buttons right here, the pliers go in. So if you can go like this, and you can just flick them out like that. You hear them click like this. You hear that little click, and then they're locked. They're not going back in. So yeah, guys, go pick you up one of these. My dad gave this one to me. I don't know how much it cost. It's got all the stuff. It's got file, saw, I think 2 knives, only one knife, can opener, bottle opener. It actually has an Allen wrench thing in it, so it's kind of neat. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get this on my file right here. Yeah. I'm gonna actually use my file. Smooth that out. Okay. And guys, these things will shoot these pen cartridges too. So have an old pen that's not working and you make one of these, this is good ammo for it. It'll go through a sheet of paper. But okay, now that looks just like that when you're done. When you cut that off. Okay? So your spring It's going to sit right in there just like that. Just like that, okay? And now, whenever you go to cock it, you're going to pull this back. And right there is about where I want my spring. So, I'm going to pull that back to where I want it. Make a little mark. Okay. Well, that one's on that mark. I'm going to go over here and make another mark. Okay. So now I know from right there to right there is where I'm going to mark. If you can see those marks. Yeah. So that right there is where I'm going to cut my notch out at. Okay guys, you're going to cut down to where it'll fit your, to where your spring will fit in. If you can. Here guys, I gotta go off the camera real quick to do this. And guys, if you're not outside, I recommend cutting on something. Like sawing on in my case, a clipboard. Or your mom will get really mad at you, trust me. Hang on guys, I'm almost there. Okay guys. Oh, hang on a little more, it's not quite deep enough. Okay. Now, you see I've made those little grooves, but, well, I think yeah. Okay, so there's this little piece in the middle. Buck Products, pretty good knife. Now, what you're going to do is, you're going to take it, and you're just going to flick up. You got to be real careful about this though, guys. This takes a little bit of practice to kind of perfect. But once you get the hang of it, it's awesome. You can make a lot of notches really fast. Because you don't have to cut the middle part out. All you gotta do is cut this two sides and then you're good. Take a file. Guys, you don't need a file. It's just, I'm trying to make my life easier. Okay. So you're left with a notch. Now you're going to get this, stick it on in that notch, and then you go like that. So that right there is basically it. You're going to see if that will stay in that notch. Mine won't, but just for the sake of the video, I won't do it. You're going to cut that notch until this spring, once you pull this back, until it'll stay right there in that one. Right there in that groove. But you should end up with something about like this. So, okay. And then pull, boom. But yeah, okay. I'll show you how to put the rubber band on. But okay, you're just gonna get this just like this. Okay, so it's just how it was to begin with. So you got your notch. You're going to take this, and you're just going to stick it right through here, and you're going to do it about 3 times. That way it's pretty dang loose. And guys, that's pretty much it. Then you can take your spring, stick it on the paper clip, pull this up, and stick that in there, and then whenever that goes, it'll go down into there. And you got your little clothespin shooter. It's pretty nice, guys. Like I said, if you haven't looked at my other videos on how to make these, or I think I'll make a separate video on that tonight, just how to make these. It's pretty cool, guys. But you're gonna need some of these. They're called multi-dart shots for a big bore blowgun. I think it has like 100 of these in a pack for like $10 on the internet. So, real good buy. I mean, I made all different sorts of stuff with them. If you look up my other videos, you can see all the other stuff that I made. 2 quick shout outs real quick to Dangerous Prepper 777. He does some good knife reviews. Me and him are kind of new to YouTube. We got started, I don't know, about a month ago. We said we would do it, so we're both started now. So yeah, if you guys will go check out his channel, and 98 Brands and Fun, he's pretty cool too. He deals with like electricity. I know he does flyback transformers, microwave transformers. I know he actually has 2 videos on blowing up capacitors. But his little brother does some stuff on there too. That's kind of cool. But yeah, just go check out their channels for me. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Have a nice day. I am not held accountable for any damages done with this or any of my stuff. So just keep that in mind. And as always, God bless.